Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Good evening. As I told you, we'll be starting with the unit number 11. That is, it is a very exciting place. The name of the unit is, it is a very exciting place. Of course, as it shows, we'll be talking about different places over here. Okay, so the first exercise that you have on the screen is to match the adjectives. You have to match the adjectives with their opposites over here. Okay, for example, the first one, beautiful. What is the opposite of beautiful?
Ugly.
Ugly. Very good. So same way you will match the other ones. Do it fast. It's an easy exercise. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
एक मिनट.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Now, of course, the answers are pretty easy, but tell me quickly.
Beautiful, expensive.
Beautiful is ugly. Or
Beautiful. Sorry, ugly, cheap, expensive.
correct.
Clean.
Clean, polluted,
Polluted.
Polluted. Very good.
uh, interesting, boring,
Mm-hmm.
Quiet.
quiet,
Noisy.
noisy,
Correct.
relaxing, stressful,
Very good.
safe, dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
and spacious, crowded.
Spacious will be crowded. Very good.
Ma'am, spacious means
Spacious means खूप सारी जागा असते ना. That's spacious. Okay. We can say the room is spacious. Correct. And we can say it's very crowded.
yes.
Hmm. Now, using the adjectives given over here, you have to try to describe two places that you know of. Okay, it could be Pune, it could be your hometown, it could be any place that you have visited. But you have to use the adjectives which you can see on the screen to describe them. I will give you 30 seconds to prepare on it and then you have to speak on it. Okay, and you have to speak on it for at least 2-3 minutes. Okay.
जेवढे ऍडजेक्टिव्ह दिलेले आहेत तेवढे सगळ्यांवरच करायचं का?
Not necessary, not necessary. You can use any adjectives that you want. Okay, and as many as you want, but you don't need to use all of them as such. Tell me once you're ready. Ready?
एक मिनट.
Mm-hmm. Ready? Guys, I had only told you 30 seconds. You've spent more than 2 minutes now. Mansi, if you're ready, you can start. Mansi,
Yes, ma'am.
if you're ready, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, Near my house, there is a library
Mm-hmm.
which is quite place.
Mm-hmm.
There are long rows of books, and the building is very old and very old but beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it is perfect place for studying. And yes, ma'am.
That's it? That's not
Yes.
even 1 minute. Very short. Okay. Ajinkya.
अब एक मिनट.
You don't have to write down everything. If you write down everything, it's not impromptu speaking. It's of no use. Then I would have given it to you as an essay.
Okay. Just
Okay.
Pune is a very beautiful and quiet city compared to Mumbai. Uh, Mumbai is very polluted as well as expensive city. Uh, no doubt, Mumbai is also beautiful and interesting, but Pune is spacious, safe, and relaxing city,
Mm-hmm.
according to me. Despite Pune is fastest growing city in India, the cost of living is cheap compared to other cities in India.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very short, but okay, good one. Okay, moving to the next part. Over here, we have a conversation. I want you guys to quickly read the conversation. Ajinkya, you can be Eric, and Mansi, you can be Carmen.
So where are you from, Karman?
Carmen, Carmen.
I'm from
Hmm.
San Juan.
San Juan. J is
San
pronounced as Y. J is pronounced as Y over here.
San Juan.
Hmm.
I'm from San Juan,
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wow, I have heard that's a really nice city.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. The weather is great and there are some fantastic beaches nearby.
Is it expensive there?
No, it's not very expensive. Prices are pretty reasonable.
How big is the city?
It's a fairly big city. It's not too big though.
It sounds perfect to me. Maybe I should plan a trip there sometime.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to play the same conversation, but while you listen to the conversation, I want you to focus on how the words, the adverbs which are used over here, the words like pretty, fairly big, not too big, these kind of phrases are being used, which are some of them are your adverbs. Example, really. Then we have the word pretty, then we have the word fairly. These are all adverbs which are qualifying the adjectives. That's what we are going to learn today, okay? Don't worry. And then also observe how your words, how your conjunctions are being used. The words though, however, although, and is being used over here because that's the grammar topic that we are going to look at today. Okay, so I'll play the conversation, observe the words which I just highlighted. Just give me 1 minute. I'm not sure what's the issue.
CD3, Unit 11. It's a very exciting
Is it audible? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
place. Page 72, Exercise 2, Conversation. It's a fairly big city. Part A. Listen and practice.
So where are you from, Carmen?
I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Wow, I've heard that's a really nice city.
Yeah, it is. The weather is great, and there are some fantastic beaches nearby.
Is it expensive there?
No, it's not very expensive. Prices are pretty reasonable.
How big is the city?
It's a fairly big city. It's not too big, though.
It sounds perfect to me. Maybe I should plan a trip there sometime.
Okay. Now we are going to listen to the second part of the conversation. Here you have to focus on the question, what does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan? Okay.
Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan?
So, what kind of things are there to do in San Juan?
Well, there are a lot of nightclubs. Puerto Ricans love to dance.
I'm not much of a dancer. Anything else?
Well, a lot of people enjoy going out to eat. There are some excellent restaurants in Old San Juan. They're popular with both locals and tourists.
Now that sounds good. I love to eat.
Okay. Now, what does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan?
There are a lot of nightclubs.
Mm-hmm. And some excellent restaurants. Correct? She also says there are some excellent restaurants. Very good. Now, as I told you, here we are going to look at the use of adverbs before adjectives. Now, we already know what are adjectives. Adjectives are the words which we use to talk about nouns and pronouns. We use them to qualify nouns and pronouns, correct? And then we have adverbs. Adverbs are the words which give us more information about verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. Now here we look at how to use our adverbs to qualify adjectives. Now most important thing over here is the placement. Now if you observe, usually our sentence structure is subject verb object. You already know that, correct? Now over here your adjectives are being placed as objects over here, at the place of objects. So if you're placing them at the place of objects, you will place your adverb before the adjective over here. But if you're framing a sentence like this, again over here you will place your adverb before the adjective. Okay, most of the times when you make a sentence, your adjectives will be before your nouns, but we sometimes make sentences like these also. That is the only thing that you need to know over here. Okay, so we'll say San Juan is really nice, or we'll say it's a really nice city. We are using the word city instead of the proper noun San Juan. It's fairly big, or we can say it's a fairly big city. It is not very expensive. It is not a very expensive place. That's how we will say it. Now the words extremely, very, really, pretty, fairly, somewhat and to are the adverbs that we are using over here. Okay, now to is a very important adverb. To is used to highlight that something is more than you want, something is more than needed. Okay, so basically it's a negative word over here. So we use the word to say something is more than needed. For example, if we say there is too much traffic today, there is too much traffic today, that means we are saying it is more than required. Same way, if I say the tea is too hot, that means जितना मुझे चाहिए उससे ज़्यादा गर्म है. Okay, so I'll say tea is too hot. But if I say tea is hot or tea is fairly hot, that means it is more hot than I imagined it to be. Okay, or what I expected it to be. But if I just say the tea is hot, that means I like it the way it is hot. Okay, so that use of the word to over here changes the meaning of what we are trying to say. Understood? Next, over here
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have conjunctions. The conjunctions, we know conjunctions are the words which we use to connect phrases, words or two sentences. Now I can say Mansi is learning English, Ajinkya is learning English. I can make it into two sentences, but to save my time, I can use Ajinkya and Mansi are learning English. Correct? So I'm using the conjunction and connecting two sentences and saving my own time and breath over here. Correct? That's how we use conjunctions. Now there are various types of conjunctions, but today we are going to look at the most important ones, the ones that we use most of the times while speaking. That's and, though, however and but. Now and is used to talk about two positive sentences or two negative sentences. Either I will say the city is ugly and the weather is terrible, or I will talk about positive things. I will say the city is beautiful and the weather is pleasant. That's how I will say. Okay, but when we want to talk about contradicting information, if I want to connect a positive idea with a negative idea, then I will use the words but, though and however. Now, of course, over here the meanings are almost similar. We use them interchangeably. Okay, we will use but in the middle of the sentence, and we will use though and however at the end of the sentence. And whenever we use them in a sentence, we will use a comma before them. Okay, while writing, of course. While speaking, you don't need to include a comma. It's a big city and the weather is nice. That's how I will say it. It is a big city. It's not too big though. Or I can use however also, or I can use but also. It's a big city, but it is not too big. That is how I will say it. Clear? Any confusion? Any doubts? It's an easy topic. There shouldn't
No.
be any doubts as such. Okay, write this down. You might have this from unit number 6 already. Write this down quickly. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay. Okay, I have moved the slide to conjunctions. Done?
Done, ma'am.
Okay, next slide.
Yes. Done.
Done, Mansi? Okay. Try doing this exercise quickly.
मॅम एक एक्झाम्पल सांगू शकता कसं करायचं आहे?
हे just match the following करायचंय. You just have to match the followings. The questions are given on the left and the responses to it are given on the right. So you just need to match them for now. And then of course you will ask them to each other. Done?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now try doing the exercise number B, which is for your conjunctions.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Ajinkya?
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Tell me your answers quickly. Tell me your answer to the exercise number B first. Ajinkya, you can tell me
Taipai
the
is very
first two.
nice.
Go on.
Taipai is very nice, and everyone is extremely friendly.
Very good. Number two,
The streets are crowded, and it's easy to get around.
do. Do.
The-
Do. The streets are crowded. It is easy to get around though. Okay. Mansi, number three and four.
The weather is nice. However, summers get pretty hot.
However, endला येतं ना सांगितलं होतं ना summers get pretty
Okay.
hot. However, okay.
However, the weather is nice. Summers get pretty hot. However,
Very good. Number four.
shopping is great, but you have to bargain in the market.
Very good. Number five. Ajinkya.
It's an amazing city, and I love to go there.
Very good. Understood. Now here you have to ask each other the questions, and basically one person will ask the question and as a response the other will answer to it. Okay, with the correct option. Ajinkya, you can start with the question number one.
What's what is Seoul like? Is it an interesting place?
Oh, really? It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful
Number
and
E.
very clean.
Number E. How can you answer with oh really? It's a question, na? Is it an interesting place?
Yes,
It's a yes and no question, correct?
yes.
E. E is your response over here.
Okay. Option E.
Correct.
Yes, it has amazing shopping and the people are pretty friendly.
Very good. Now, Mansi, you ask the number two.
Do you like your hometown? Why or why not?
Not really. It's too small and it's really boring. That's why I moved away.
Very good. Three.
What is Sydney like? I have I have never been there.
Um, it Option C. It's really nice
Oh
in the
really?
summer.
Oh really? Now this will be
Oh,
number A.
okay.
Okay. Oh really?
Option A. Oh, really? It's beautiful and very clean. It has a great
Harbor.
harbor and beautiful beaches.
Very good. Next.
Uh, have you ever have you ever been to
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo?
Mm-hmm. Ajinkya, you have to respond. This is easy. Have से चालू हो रहा है क्वेश्चन तो have से आंसर होगा ना. Yes, I have. Ajinkya, you have to respond.
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Okay, I think he lost connection. Ajinkya, am I
हाँ
audible?
मैम हेलो 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 हेलो
Okay, she asked you question number four. You have to respond to it.
हाँ. Have ever been to? So yes, I have. It's an extremely large and crowded place, but I love it. It has excellent restaurants.
Very good. Last one.
What's the weather like in Chicago? In Chicago,
Option C. It's really nice in the summer, but it is too cold for me in the winter.
Very good. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Now we are done with the exercise. Now we'll do the last exercise of today, that is your listening exercise. Here you have to listen to Joyce and Nicholas who talk about their hometowns. You have to mark what do they say. Okay, like if they talk about whether it's big or not, then you will mark yes or no over there. Okay, you have to tick mark the correct boxes basically. It's an easy exercise, do it quickly. Okay, just give me a minute, there is some issue with the links in the video, of the video in the PPT. Okay, why is it so slow?
Before. Exercise 4. Listening. My hometown. Listen to Joyce and Nicholas talk about their hometowns. What do they say? Check the correct boxes. 1.
So tell me about your hometown, Joyce.
Well, it's a really small town.
What's it like there?
Oh, I think it's boring.
Really? Why?
Well, there's nothing to do. No good restaurants, no nightlife.
Oh, that's too bad. But small towns are pretty inexpensive to live in.
Well, yeah, it is really cheap. And lots of people love it there because it's very pretty.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. It has great scenery. Lots of mountains and rivers, lakes and trees.
Well, I don't know, Joyce. It sounds like a great place.
2.
Do you come from a big city, Nicholas?
Yeah, I guess. It's pretty big.
So there's a lot to do there?
Yeah, it's a really fun place. It has some cool art museums and great theaters and restaurants.
Really? How are the prices? Is it expensive?
I guess so. Food costs a lot in the supermarket and in restaurants. And apartments, the rents are very high.
And what's it like there? What does it look like?
Well, it's very clean and it's really pretty too. There are lots of parks and trees right in the center of the city.
Did you get the answers?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, tell me your answers quickly. Mansi, you can tell me for Joyce.
Joy's hometown is not big, and it is also boring because uh,
It's okay if you can't give the explanation.
yes,
You just tell me yes or no. Even that is fine. Is it
and
expensive?
it is no, it is so cheap,
Is it beautiful?
and it it is pretty.
Okay. Nicholas, Ajinkya.
Nicholas City is big, interesting, expensive, and beautiful.
Okay, so all of them are yes. Okay, great. I have shared one exercise in the group. We are done with the unit for today. I have shared one exercise in the group. Start doing that. We have some time remaining, so let's utilize that time. Do the exercise which I have shared in the group quickly. I'm going to stop sharing the screen.